Oh,
Hey Ed, what's going on, my man?
nothing. Who's this?
This is Andy from the Andy Dare Show. Yeah, you talked about wanting to do a little chat on my show, right?
Oh, yeah. How you doing, man?
Doing great, actually. Had your friend Rich Banks on my last episode, trying to get Damashek on. How are things over in Vegas for you, Ed?
Good. It's cold out. I just took the baby to school, so he got to go to school every day now. He's first grade. So.
Oh, first grade, gotcha, huh? And it's actually cold in Vegas?
About 50 degrees. I got to put a coat on.
Oh, I got you. So you host?
Yeah. You from Chicago, right?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. Yep.
Oh, yeah. See, back in 1981, I had a job offer
Really?
to move to Rosemont, Illinois.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, and then because I was going to work for DePaul.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, but I didn't take the job, man. I said,
What were you gonna do over at DePaul?
do video recording for the basketball team with Coach Meyer and them.
Yeah, you're saying 81, huh? They were pretty hot back then, right?
Yeah, Marcus Guire, all them fellas, That's when they was good. Terry Cummings.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Terry Cummings' son, not his son, but his brother, he in a wheelchair. Now he got shot.
Really? He got shot in Chicago? Or?
I don't know where he got shot, but I seen him in Atlanta a couple of years back. We was at a get-together, and Terry's brother was in a wheelchair.
Oh, damn. That sucks. So you host the Ed Show. That's every Thursday night. How's that been going for you?
We do it every Thursday, man. We got to do it. If we don't do it, someone else will start doing it.
Exactly. You got to keep the listeners happy,
I don't know how many people listen. I don't even care. It don't even matter. It don't matter if no one listens.
Yeah.
There used to be a bunch of people call in, but then now they don't call in as much no more. They used to want to ask me questions, so they probably done heard everything about me now. So they're probably like, Ed's a bum. I got on an Ed T-shirt somebody made me.
Really?
It's the Super Deluxe. Hold on, what does it say? I'm trying to look in the mirror, but it's upside down in the mirror. I can't read it. Hold on. Oh, it says, the Ed Super Deluxe T-shirt, and got a picture of me in a superhero uniform.
Oh, shit, that's awesome. Damn, that's a nice fan, right?
Yeah. Yeah, people be sending me stuff all the time, man. One fella, he works at Walmart. He sent me a Walmart badge with my name on it. And then and listen to this.
Sure.
I took it and put it on and walked into Walmart with it on.
Okay.
People was asking me where stuff was.
I don't work here.
But then the funny part is they was having a meeting, and they was all meeting in the back by where layaway is.
Sure.
I just stood in that little circle with my name tag on, and the guy told me afterwards, he goes, Ed, I want you to head over to Auto.
You should ask for a raise. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he didn't even know I didn't even work there. And so I said, all right, then, thanks. So I bet you later on he's probably like, where the heck's Ed at, man? Ed's gone.
Yeah, Ed took off. Where is he? That's good, man.
Yeah. So.
Walmart wouldn't be such a bad job. At least I wouldn't want to be the greeter, at the door. That seems like a boring job. And they're usually like 98 years old,
Yeah, plus it's cold by the door, man.
Yeah.
I want to be there. I want to be in the middle of the store where it's warm.
Very true.
I want to be where the women are changing at.
Yeah. Changing room clerk, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that all day long. Yeah.
So I get a total blast from reading your tweets. You're at Ed Miller, right?
Yeah, mine is. I don't know. I don't even.
But you got some funny stuff though about my man Jeremy Lin in the last week, right? That was cracking me up, man.
Oh yeah, I've been writing. I just write like I said yesterday, when the Knicks finally lose on the New York Times or the Post or whatever, it's going to read, we found a chink in their armor.
Yeah, I was losing myself to that, man. That was good stuff, yeah.
And then when he hits a three-pointer, I hear Marv Albert yelling, from way down in Chinatown.
Very good, man. That kid's super hot, though. I mean,
Yeah.
It's weird that he went to Harvard. I mean, not that he's Asian and went to Harvard, but that he's a superstar athlete and he went to Harvard, right?
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing about professional sports that people always forget. Everybody who's on the team is what you call professional.
True.
So that means any of them should be able to take over a game at any time. You just have to be given the reins to do that. Mm-hmm. Your coach has to believe in you, and your teammates have to believe in you. And then when you get that opportunity, you have to do it.
Sure.
Like say LeBron James, you know, the dude from the Heat.
Of course.
Now, if he would have not been drafted by the Cavaliers, just say he got drafted by the Lakers, and Kobe Bryant was already there.
Hogging the ball, yeah.
Yeah. LeBron James would never be the prolific scorer that he was.
Hell no, yeah.
No. Or if Shaquille O'Neal didn't like Dwayne Wade and said, hey, put somebody else at point guard, then Dwayne Wade would have never been able to mold into what he is. You got to it's all about confidence. And when somebody gets hurt, you got to step up.
You got to step up, get the right opportunity to really put your head in there. Otherwise, yeah, you could just be, you know, the last guy, you know.
What if Michael Jordan would have got drafted by the Lakers? Do you think Magic Johnson would let Michael Jordan have been Michael Jordan? Ain't no way.
Very true. It's egos, man. Egos in sports, you know.
And you got to be in the right situation at the right time.
And especially when there's two egos like that. If it was Magic and Michael playing together, then their conflict between each other would probably jeopardize the whole team somehow. They'd both bring each other down, I think, right?
Well, Michael, here's what would have happened. If they would have drafted Michael Jordan, first of all, he'd have been the fourth or fifth option because they still had Kareem and James Worthy and Magic.
Sure.
So Michael Jordan would have never, ever, ever gained that confidence that he had. He would have been like Jerry Stackhouse.
Exactly, yeah.
You know? And so, you know, that's just, people don't believe that, though. People don't believe it. But it's true.
Well, it's like the Bulls in '84 when Magic was a rookie, right? They were like hurting for new talent. They needed somebody, right?
Yeah, you gotta nurture the talent, and you gotta put people in the right spots. And if you don't got a good coach, you know, he's not gonna put people in the right spots. Because, like, you know, have you ever played on a team like when you was little? Did you ever play Little League baseball?
Sure did. Yep.
Okay. Now, was there ever, like, you was sitting there and you were like, man, I'm better than that kid?
Oh, of course.
Okay. But then you're like, man, I wish I could play first base, but the goddamn coach's son plays first base. This sucks.
Sure, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
And see, you're not getting opportunity. And see, all through your whole Little League career, then people are like, Andy Dare, man, he just sits on our bench. He can't do nothing. And then now your confidence is waning. It's going down, and you don't have the confidence that you could have had when you was, say, 2 years earlier, if they'd have just said, hey, Andy, go play first base.
Exactly, yeah. They didn't, yeah. They got to put you in there, yeah.
And I don't think parents should be able to coach their own children.
That's a good point. Yeah, I never really thought of that. It's total favoritism, you know?
Well, yeah, because, you know, hey, who goes home with the coach at night and learns all the plays and all the schemes and everything? The son does.
That's totally true. Who's batting cleanup? The son, yeah.
Yeah. You know, hey, my son's going to do this. My son's going to do. Well, your son sucks.
How about you? Were you an athlete in high school or growing up, or what was the deal with you growing up?
Oh man, I'm still an athlete, man. I athlete everybody, man.
Nice.
I do it all. I mean, I can run, I can jump, I can bowl. I played football. I played high school football, and then I went to Indiana University for a minute, and I got hurt and couldn't play. That was back in 70.
In what position?
71. Running back.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah, so and then I could have probably played pro.
Yeah, how come you didn't want to pursue pro?
I hurt my knee. That's what happened when I was a freshman in college. About the third or fourth practice, my knee's gone.
Oh, that sucks.
That's it. And see, they didn't have no operations like they got now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know.
Now you'd be back up and running in 3 or 4 months. Back then, not so much, right?
Oh yeah, they're like, you sprained your knee. That's a career-threatening injury. Jesus Christ, now sprain your knee. Oh, you'd be back tomorrow.
That's too bad for you. Have fun working in Walmart, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I know a lot of players that used to play back in the NFL, like in the early 70s, late 70s, they get hurt. Like my friend Frank Manawala. His son Brandon played for the Bears.
Okay, sure, yeah, I knew the name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now Frank played for the Chiefs back in the 70s, okay?
Sure.
Man, his biggest payday was like $60,000 a year.
I mean,
now,
yeah.
These guys are wiping their butt with $60,000.
For putting your body through so much physical agony and, you know, having even like a life expectancy that's shorter. I mean, $60,000, that's not going to cover nothing, you know.
They didn't, but back then no one made money like that because the sports wasn't wild like that. But and see, here the problem is when they started doing this free agency, this just killed sports, man. And now ESPN be killing sports too, man.
Sure, Sports Center, yeah.
You can't pay these players. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Michael Jordan, LeBron James, anybody. No one should get paid the money that they get paid for playing ball. I think $1 million should be the most that an athlete should get.
Okay,
I think
sure.
I think that they should cap everything like with a hard salary cap and all that. Not do these loopholes so teams can do this and fix it. I'm like,
I agree, man.
Jeez, great. Oh man.
Yo, how about the NBA lockout? Were you on? So you were on Jordan's side, right, with the management?
Oh man, listen. Here's what I would do. If I was NBA owner, I would have locked them out forever, and I'd have said, listen, there are people out here that can play ball just as good as these fellas. They just, what I'm telling you, not getting the opportunity.
Sure.
They create their own stars, We create stars. LeBron James, when he was in high school, we created him. If no one would have never talked about him, he would have went to Kentucky and played basketball and all that other stuff, and then he would have came through the regular routes.
Sure.
But they're manufacturing these guys, man. And it just ain't right. Like say the NBA, they should have said, let's get a hard salary cap, and we're going to give $50 million a year, and that's towards your salaries. Now, and there has to be slots in the salary cap.
Sure.
Say like your top man makes $10 million, your second man makes $9 million, and then you have to be able to plug people into those salary cap spots. If they want to come and play on that team, they may have to take a pay cut.
Yeah, that sounds totally reasonable. What are they doing now? It's just like an infinite money, or they just keep asking for more and more? Or?
They get a salary cap, but they still got loopholes to do all that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, they can find their way around any rule that the NBA puts on them.
Yeah, like say like when Michael Jordan was at the Bulls and the Bulls want to keep him, or if Michael Jordan says, I don't want to play in Chicago no more.
Sure.
But see, what happens is you got to give them an incentive to stay where they're at. The NBA doesn't do that. What the NBA does is like they say, okay, well, Michael Jordan don't want to be in Chicago. He wants to go to L.A., so you can do what you call a sign and trade. And you can give Michael Jordan the max amount of money to still go to L.A. That's silly.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Only his team should be able to pay that kind of money. And there should be penalties if you leave. I know people go, oh, they got to have freedom of movement. But you got to keep the league viable, man. You got to keep everything fresh and new and exciting.
That's true. Otherwise, you get these stagnant dynasties that just keep going and going, right?
Like when you watch The Love Boat, they don't have the same guest stars every week.
Yeah.
No, they spiced it up.
It'd be boring, yeah.
One week they got Nipsey Russell. Next week they got Charles Nelson Riley.
Very true.
Different things. You can't keep it always the same.
No, that's very true. I totally agree. Yeah. How about like Dave Dameshek? How did you end up meeting him? And is he a nice guy?
Yeah, I met him one time. Yeah, well, what happened was, I had happened to call. He used to be on a show called Adam Carolla.
Sure, Adam Carolla, one of my idols. I totally like that show.
Yeah, the guy talks a lot. And he talks about the same things a lot, but he's a good kid. Though.
He does. He's a good guy, and he knows his sports too. So.
Yeah, he ended up talking to me about sports. He'll know he got his money took from him telling sports with me.
Oh, gosh, nice.
But what happens though is there used to be a fella named Howard Stern on radio, time on regular radio,
Sure.
and then he left, and then they put this Adam Carolla figure on.
Okay.
Well, about 2 or 3 days into listening, he wasn't getting too many people calling his show. So me and my friend Franklin was in my car, and I said, I'm going to call this fella up and talk to him.
Nice.
I'm going to see, can I get through? And I dialed the number, and it rang right up. They picked right up. So I got on, and they was talking about scrambled eggs, and Damashek was talking, and I said, who's this fella that says ketchup on eggs is number one? And all this shit, whatever they was talking. And then Carolla, he started talking to me, asking me questions, and he kept me on quite a long time for just someone calling in, because I didn't know them from nobody. I didn't even know what he looked like.
Sure.
I'd never seen him before. I just knew he was now on my radio station that I used to listen to. And so then they had me call. He said, hey, call back again sometime. So I called back a couple of days later. He put me back on. Next thing I know, one of his producers called my phone. His mother, not Adam Carolla's mother, but they talked to my son, the producer lady.
Okay.
Chick named Angie, called our phone to see my son. Back then, my son had given me a cell phone.
Okay.
But he didn't let me take it with me when a lot of times he'd be like, no, I was running up the bill.
I need that phone back. Yeah.
yeah. So he called and told my son, the producer called us, says, hey, we want your dad to call. We want him to review a television show. So I said, all right. So I called them up, and they said they want me to review like a TV spokesperson for that show, Separate Housewives.
Oh, I got you. Nice.
Yeah. Separate Housewives was on with Eva Longoria, and Lois Lane was on there.
Sure, yeah, it was a big hit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So what they did, they didn't pay me or nothing, but they just had me watch the show, and I would call in on Monday mornings and tell them what happened on the show.
Shit. Nice.
Yeah, so I did that for a couple 2 months maybe, and then they came out to Las Vegas, and that's when I was supposed to go up there to meet them, and I didn't get to make it.
Oh, you didn't get to make it, huh?
No. I lived right across from the Palms Hotel. I had started over there, and they wouldn't let me in. I didn't have like a ticket to get in.
Oh, that sucks.
So I didn't get to see them. And then so one time my church group was going out to Los Angeles, and that's when I came out there, and I went in the studio for about 5 minutes and talked to him on the radio, live in person. He put a headphone on me, and I sat there with him. And then the Dave liked me a lot. We kind of hit it off right off because we both from Indiana. Well, he went to Indiana University.
Yeah.
And I'm from the place where Indiana University is from, in Bloomington, Indiana.
Okay, cool.
So, so we kind of hit it off, and then, we was friends ever since. And then he did a couple other shows, and I had moved. This is the crazy part, though, because I didn't talk to him. He got fired from that Adam Carolla show.
Sure. Yeah.
And they put on that Danny Bonaducci kid.
Yeah.
And I liked him, too. He was all right. He didn't bother me. And so then my son got transferred to Pittsburgh for his job.
Okay.
And we were living in Pittsburgh in this little dumpy apartment. And my son comes home one day, and it was evening time, and he goes, hey, man, I think your friend, that Damashek character, is on the radio in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
And all of a sudden, I turned it on, listened to him. I called up the show. I said, hey, man, you remember me? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, sure do, huh?
Yeah, he remembered me, man, yeah. And then, the rest is what you call history, man.
Yeah, he's like an encyclopedia with sports. I'm sure you guys could probably, go back and forth quite a bit.
Well, I already beat him in trivia 3 times. 3 out of the 4 times we played, I beat him in trivia.
Huh, nice. You do that on air, or?
Yeah, we did it. We did it on his show. He had some show called
what, Daves of Thunder? Or?
No, not that one, because that David Feeney guy don't like me. So they wouldn't let me be on there too much. And then I met that other kid, the new kid he hangs with, Adam Wright.
Oh, sure, for that football show, right? Yeah.
Came out to Las Vegas, and I met him. And then I went to Dick Banks' house and I made some songs too. I drove down to Arizona.
Oh, so you went to Dick Banks' house and you worked on a song with him, or what?
Yeah. We made music and we made like 3 or 4 songs.
Is that out? Can people listen to that? I definitely want to hear that.
Yeah, we got them. We got the songs on somewhere. I don't know where they're at now, but I had like, let me see, please.
What was that? Your phone was breaking up.
I said, you want me to sing one of the songs for you?
Yeah, let's hear one of them.
All right. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. This one's called, the song called Oh No. All right?
Sure. Ed Miller singing Oh No.
I was sitting alone, sitting on a rock. I was feeling real sad with a hole in my sock. And then I looked in the sky, and then I seen a girl who looked like a guy. Oh, I said, oh no. I said, oh no. I said, oh no, that girl looks like a man. I'm gonna hit her in the head with the pork and bean can. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. Got to work it on out. 'Cause I'm not gonna date a guy, no doubt. I said, oh no. I said, oh no. Yep.
I love it. I love that, man. That's pretty damn good. A little bit of R&B, some vintage R&B soul music. Yeah.
And then I got a rock and roll type song.
Can you do that one too?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Don't sneeze on my grilled cheese, baby, 'cause I don't want no boogers on my bread. No. Don't sneeze on my grilled cheese, baby, 'cause I don't want no boogers on my bread.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Rich Banks was playing guitar and music to that?
Yeah, he was doing it up, man.
Yeah, he's quite talented. He does all the instruments by himself and can sing and do all that stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I talked to you once. You said you weren't a big music fan, but like, what's playing in your car now, or do you not listen to much music?
I listen to sports radio, man.
Just pretty much sports radio.
But I'll listen to some songs like New Edition and Michael Jackson.
Sure, yeah. I was gonna say that sounded a little bit like Bobby Brown, yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, but
how about Whitney Houston dying? Any thoughts about that? Did you see that one coming, or was that a surprise?
Here's what I can't understand is how come she's so rich and didn't invest 6 weeks of swimming lessons?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, she drowned and didn't know how to swim.
That's very true. Yeah.
You got all that money. You should learn how to swim.
Yeah.
Just take 6 weeks, 2 days a week, 6 weeks. I went.
Go to the YMCA and get a lesson. Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to go learn how to swim, there was about 12 kids in my class. Now, I was the oldest one. Everybody else was like 8, 9, 10 years old.
Really? Huh.
But, you know, and I was 54 at the time.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. But I had to learn. So I didn't get valedictorian, man. This other kid got it. You know. But he was cool with me, man. We'd sat there and talked a lot, man, and me and him be talking. I'm like, look how I'm dog paddling, man. You can't go faster than me.
That's true, but you know, it's isn't it true that the black people don't really swim as much as the others?
Yeah, we ain't Cubans, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's true. Otherwise, you'd still be in Cuba, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know, you gotta understand all that stuff, man.
Very true. How about your kids? Are you going to train this new kid to be an athlete? What sports he looking to get into, or is he going to be like his daddy and do a couple of the sports?
Well, he was the Super Deluxe baby fighting champion for 3 years when he fought.
Really? Explain that.
I had this thing out here in Las Vegas called the Super Deluxe baby fights.
Huh.
And what I had a bunch of kids, 6 years old and under usually. And I had a triangle, not like an octagon like UFC, but I had a triangle.
Sure.
I had a big thing built in the backyard. and little kids be fighting. We'd have not really pay-per-views, but I would sell tickets, and families would come, and they'd enjoy watching their kids fight each other.
Huh.
And my son was the baby fighting champion of the world. He never lost.
Really?
So we had this girl from Detroit. The Detroit girl, she was tough. And they was on a collision course to fight, and then the Detroit girl moved. Then people started saying, "Oh, your son ducking the Detroit girl." I'm like, "Yeah, no, he ain't." And then what was good is it helped me meet a lot of single moms.
Oh, sure.
Because, like, there's a little kid named Baby Gene. This kid, Baby Gene, his mom was super deluxe good looking.
Oh, okay.
So I kept telling her, "Hey, you come over here and spend the night, I'll give your son a title shot."
Nice.
But it never happened. I mean, she came over a couple times, but I never gave the title shot up.
No, huh?
Yeah, and then we had the tag team champions was a couple of Mexicos.
Okay.
Little Mexico kids. And these kids were wild, man. They took it to a whole new level, man. They would come out with their uncle. He would be having sparklers and fireworks and junk going off when they walk into the ring.
Oh, sure. They get real festive when they, like, with chicken fighting and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because, and like, I tell you, I mean, I think the biggest night we had was like 78 people came in and paid the $5 to get in.
Huh. That's
and,
awesome.
I'd say 40 of them was Mexicans.
Did you ever videotape it?
No, I didn't, because everybody told me don't, because I might get in trouble.
Were these babies fighting? Like, were they actually, like, throwing down, or was it just, like, rolling around? Or?
Yeah, they kind of rolled around. The first one to cry lost.
Oh, I got you. That's the rule?
Oh. Yeah, if you cry, you go home. But we had a couple of kids who, like, listened to my show, came to Las Vegas to visit, and I actually let them be in attendance for the fights. And they came, they was VIPs, and we introduced them and everything.
That is funny, huh?
Yeah, a kid that goes to Notre Dame came down, named Michael Martin. He came down. Yeah, he's going to be a lawyer. He told me I might need him one day.
Man, that's a long way to come for a super deluxe baby fight. Yeah.
Well, no, he was coming to Vegas. You know, people come to Las Vegas just to do whatever.
Oh, I got you. Cool.
But he called me. I get people calling all the time. "Ed, man, come out and hang out with me." I met about 10 people that listen to my show. But I can't always meet everybody, you know. I meet them I try, but sometimes the time don't work right.
That's true. So does your son, like, miss the fight game, and is he gonna do, like, karate or something that, you know, kids can, or older kids can do?
I don't know. He'll probably play baseball, man.
Think so?
Yeah.
It's in the Miller blood, or did you ever play baseball?
Yeah, I did. But no, you probably don't know how I got my son, do you?
No, I don't, actually. Fill me in. Fill my listeners in.
Well, see, I got regular kids, you know, that was come out of me.
Yeah.
I didn't have them. I put my wiener in the lady.
Sure, yeah.
I make the baby, you know. But my belly didn't get big. I didn't have it.
Oh, okay. Good.
But like this baby that I got, it's all legal now and stuff. But for a while we had problems. Because back when I was in Pittsburgh, when I had met Dave, I was at the park.
Okay.
And there was a park across from the apartments we lived in. And I'm sitting there watching these kids play basketball, and they jumping around and playing. This lady comes up to me with a little bucket with a baby in it. You know, the little bucket they push the babies in?
Sure.
Okay, and she said, "Excuse me, sir." She goes, "Could you watch my baby for me for a minute? I got to go."
Uh-oh.
I was like, no, I can't do that. I said, "I ain't got time for all that." She goes, "Well, what if I give you $10?" I said, "I can't do that." She goes, "What if I give you 20? "Oh, yeah, I'll watch him." I said, "We ain't going to be back." Said she'll be back in about an hour. It's about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And so, man, next thing I know, I'm looking at my watch. It's dang near 6 o'clock. I'm at the park still with this baby.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. I got to go. So, hold on, man. I got to flush the toilet. I was using the bathroom.
No problem.
Sometimes my stomach hurts, man.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah,
so you're stuck with the baby, and it's getting late, and it's getting dark outside. What's up now? Yeah.
So she never comes. So I I don't have a phone number. She didn't give me a number or nothing. The baby don't got no ID bracelet on, and he don't got no tattoos or nothing, so I can't look at him and tell who he is. So I go home, and I call the Dave's radio show up.
Okay.
And I tell him what happened. He put me on the air and got me talking, and I'm telling him what's going on. So I'm trying to put out a APB alert on their lady.
Yeah.
Because she told me her name was Sarah. That's what she told me. Her name was Sarah. So Damashek was on the radio saying, Sarah, if you left a baby with Ed, you need to come back because he don't know what he's doing. I'm like, hey, man, don't be talking bad about me.
Yeah, well, huh.
I fed that baby good, man. The first night, little baby, you should have seen him eating them mashed potatoes, man.
Shit.
He had Tootsie Rolls, mashed potatoes, and Mountain Dew.
He's probably happy he's with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So his mom never showed up, man. And, and I would call, like, the Dave show, and he'd be getting updates and stuff. Can you believe this? People would actually get on the radio and tell me, Ed, man, that's illegal what you're doing. You should take that baby to the police department.
Yeah.
I'm like, this baby ain't robbed nobody. He ain't did nothing. Why do I want to get him arrested? I don't want that baby getting no trouble. And then they was like, well, take him to the hospital. I'm like, I ain't got insurance on this dang kid. And you know how much an overnight stay at the hospital costs? I'm not paying that.
No way, yeah.
I'm perfect at my house. And then they said, well, drop him off the fire department. I'm like, well, he ain't going to be much help putting out no fire. He can't barely walk.
Yeah, what's he supposed to do, drive the truck? No. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What, he going to sit on with the dog? The dog's already there, the mascot dog. He can't be no mascot over at the fire department. So, hey, I ended up like I was there, man, like a year. And then we moved back to Las Vegas, and I just bought the baby because no one claimed him. Like finders keepers, I guess. And then I bought the baby out here, and I went to the swap meet and got a birth certificate. Because it said like Emily Rodriguez or whatever on it, and I had to just cross it out and put his name on it. And then, that thing worked out. And now he's in school. He's in his second year. Well, he went to kindergarten last year. Now he's in first grade.
I think that's pretty honorable, Ed. I mean, that takes a lot of guts to, put yourself out there and really take the life of another person and put it as your responsibility, man. That's cool. Well,
I sold him about a year ago. I sold him for $3,500 with these people in Mexico.
What? How?
And, but then he got away and came home.
He got away and came home. He came back to Vegas, huh?
Yeah, and so then the Mexico people was calling me, asking me where that baby was. I was like, I don't know. So they was looking for him. We moved to a new house, so they don't know where we're living there.
Oh, I got you. You're under, yeah.
I got free $3,500 on 3 people.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's pretty good. So you got a couple Mexico people pissed at you, right?
Because I gave the baby a map.
That's good. Well, that's a really weird story, but yeah, all the best to him. And what's his name?
The baby.
Yeah, just baby.
No. His name is Champ. His first name is Champ. His middle name is Ian and Miller. Champion Miller, because he's a champion.
Champion. Nice.
Champion. Yeah.
That is good stuff, Ed.
He's a good fella.
That is awesome.
He don't fool around.
No.
No.
All right, so you got the show every Thursday night. You're just taking calls. Please call Ed up if you got stuff to talk about with sports and stuff. He's very knowledgeable, nice guy. You can read his tweets. They're usually pretty damn funny at Ed Miller. And if you got a website, I saw one website where he did a bunch of like artwork and stuff like that. What's that website's address?
Oh, on my Tumblr?
Yeah, I think that's it.
On my Tumblr, hold on, let me look at it real quick. I got to get the address. But my radio show is on something called Blog Talk Radio.
Sure, okay.
It's on, you got to go www.blogtalkradio.com/ the letters LCS. Because them's the people that help me with the show, because I don't know how to do it.
Sure, LCS at Blog Talk Radio for the Ed Show every Thursday night. Call in. Yeah.
My Tumblr page is VSU Sports, SPORTS.tumblr, TUMBLR.com. And I put all my gambling picks and stuff like that on there. And I'm doing my top 10 good-looking girls of all time right now.
Nice, yeah, a lot of funny artwork on there, a lot of cool, like, interesting ideas. You got a real creative brain, Ed, and I like that. So.
I'm trying to make my TV show. So.
Really, now that would be something I would really be interested in. So.
I don't know how to do it. I had a fella call me last night. Listen to this. You ever heard of this fella named Daniel Costanza?
Daniel Costanza. No, I knew George Costanza from Seinfeld, but no Daniel Costanza.
No, Costanzo, not Costanza.
Oh, no, it doesn't ring a bell. No.
He tells me that he is a producer of movies, and he makes money. He gives money to people to make movies and stuff. And he gave me his address in California and told me send him a pilot of my show, and he'll look at it and see if it's worth something.
Shoot. Yeah, go ahead and do that, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't trust a lot of people, man.
Yeah, what you got to find is a kid that's in college or something and who knows how to operate a camera and stuff like that, and then just say, I'm not going to pay you now. I'll pay you when we get on TV. If you do a good pilot, we'll get picked up. Use that kid, and then you don't have to do the dirty work. You just do your stuff, and then he'll make it for you.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying on that.
So yeah, if there's any kid out there that knows about producing a pilot or television or movies, hit up the Ed and let's get this TV show or movie going. That would be totally interesting, man.
All right, well, it ain't no problem.
All right, cool. So yeah, check out the Ed Show. I think that's a good place to end on. I just want to thank Ed for taking a time out of his day and calling into my show. Thanks again, Ed.
When does your show air on the show?
This is going to be posted on Saturday. It's a podcast, so after Saturday, you can pretty much play it whenever you want. You can download it, put it on your phone, or do whatever you want with it. So.
Well, tell them people to follow me at Twitter too, man. What's my Twitter thing? Hold on, let me look on my home thing. How do you find out what your Twitter name is?
I think it's Ed Miller. I was just looking at it. One second.
It's at the Ed from Vegas.
Oh, it's at the Ed from Vegas. There, follow him. Yeah. He's got some funny tweets, and stay up on his all of his funny stuff that he's got going on in his show. So yeah, on behalf of the Andy Dare Show, I'd just like to thank Ed, and thank you so much for checking out the Andy Dare Show. All right, I'm gonna cut it there, Ed, and yeah, we'll post this on Saturday. Thanks again for doing it, man. I totally had a blast. So.
Oh yeah, you're a good kid, man. You're a good kid. You should come on my show one time. You could talk.
Hell yeah, I'll be down to call in anytime. So.
Yeah, let me know. I do it every Thursday, man. If you ever want to come on and say, hey, you want to talk to some people and let them know what's going on, because they'll all be, when I tell them I was on your show, they'll all start listening to your show now.
Sure, it sounds good, man. I really appreciate it. And, yeah, I'll probably call in one of these Thursdays. I work at a barbecue restaurant. Sometimes they got me closing on Thursdays. But if I'm open, I will totally hit you guys up.
Yeah, I like barbecue food, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, if you're ever in Chicago, hit me up, too. I'll hook you up with some food, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to a Cubs game. Me and the Pat Knight, the coach. You know who Pat Knight is?
Pat Knight?
He used to coach Texas Tech. He's Bobby Knight's son.
Oh, Bobby Knight's son, Texas Tech? Okay.
Yeah. So we go out there. We was in Chicago. We went to Arlington Park. Went to go horse racing.
Oh, sure. I love that place, man.
Yeah. So we'll do that. I'll be back out there. I'll let you know.
All right, cool. Sounds good, Ed. I will talk to you later, man.
All right.
All right, bye.